Hey Scout leaders, I'm Jake from Scouts, Scoutmaster, crew advisor, pack committee chair, district member at large, and the guy who's probably asked a scout to take a picture only to be told, nah, you're too cringe. Welcome back to Memes and Membership. In episode 1, we talked about why social media matters. Today, we're talking about who you're talking to and how to adjust your message to make it land. Because here's the truth. Not all parents and scouts scroll the same. Let's break it down by generation. Zennials. These are your nostalgia powered parents. They grew up with rotary phones and Napster. They remember the original Macarena, dial up internet, and getting dropped off at the mall with just $5. Where they're scrolling, Facebook, occasionally email, and what works for them is heartfelt stories, throwback photos, posts that sound like a trusted neighbor wrote them. Here's an example. Scouting helped me become the leader I am today, and I'm proud to pass on that same experience. But what if you do want to have some fun with it? Stay in their wheelhouse. Post a reel of a Pinewood Derby chaos set to Limp Bizkit's Rollin', add brainy filters, and zoom in on car crashes like it's MTV Cribs meets Down in Derby or something. It's nostalgia bait that works. Fred Durst is somehow back in style, and they might still have some JNCOs in the back of their closet waiting for a reason. Millennials, these are your core Cub Scout parents. They're multitasking 24/7, juggling work, kids, and that one time they tried to make a sourdough starter in 2020. Where they're scrolling is Facebook and Instagram. And what really works for them is honest, relatable content, bright visuals and quick videos, real moments that capture why scouting matters. Good example is our Cubs launched rockets today, and yeah, they got absolutely covered in mud. Hashtag worth it. Make them laugh, make them feel seen, and then make them be proud to share it. Gen Z. These are your middle schoolers, high schoolers, venturers, and Sea Scouts. They were born into content, and they have no patience for cringe. They will let you know if your post gave them secondhand embarrassment. Where they're scrolling is TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and what works for them is humor, authentic, unpolished moments, and peer to peer content. Like a reel showing scouts failing to put up a tent, then finally getting it done with a caption like, eventually, dot, 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 it stood, kinda, hashtag scout life, hashtag fail the nail. But here's the real truth. When I post a video, it gets 37 views. When one of my older scouts posts a video, it gets 37,000. No joke. Utilize your older scouts. Let them run the TikTok, make the reels, grab the GoPro, edit the video. It's a job that they'll enjoy way more than the kitchen patrol, and they'll do it better than you. Give them the ownership, give them the freedom, give them the credit. They'll build a brand that you're too old to understand, but smart enough to appreciate. Gen Alpha. These are your youngest scouts, lions, tigers, wolves, and while they're not scrolling social media themselves, their parents are, and they're likely millennials and younger zennials. So Instagram, Facebook is where they're scrolling, and what works for them is bright, fun photos, smiles, craft, slime, snacks, family oriented activity in safe environments like Cub Scout Science Night equals slime, safety goggles, and 5 very sticky tables. Now, if you're so brave as to try to appeal to Gen Alpha directly, you could make a Skibidi Toilet reference, but honestly, if you messed up, you'll end up talking about Twizzlers in Ohio while Rizzed Up Sigma escapes the backrooms, and no one, including you, will know what's going on. So, unless you've got a Gen Alpha translator on staff, focus your content on the parents. Make it something that they'll be proud to show their kids and say, see, scouting is cool. That's the win. Bottom line, one size fits all doesn't work. Each generation scrolls differently, they think differently, and they connect with the content their way. So tailor your message, meet them where they are, speak their language, or at least someone's language in the house. Your challenge this week, pick one generation, create one post just for them, adjust the tone, image, and platform. Post it, see what happens. In episode 3, we're going to show you how to take those photos and clips and turn them into reels using a free app called CapCut. And even if you've never edited video before, this is pretty easy. Until then, keep posting with purpose. I'm Jake from Scouts, signing off.